That's the first time in a long time that I've watched the Wolves, and this is going to strike you kind of odd, but it's the first time I've watched them, and I'm like, hold the phone now.
Ooh.
Like because it was exactly what I said yesterday was going to happen, which is you don't get to beat us anymore, Anthony Edwards. And now we're going to find out. And then Conley's amazing. And then Jaden McDaniels is amazing. And Rudy Gobert's killing both ends.
Then Noah's playing well off the bench again.
And it's like, oh, boy. If all the other guys, that's the trick. It's the trick with Milwaukee, right? Mm-hmm. Like, so I always like it. And honestly, it's the trick with what's going on with New York. I always like it if they can really slow down your best player, but then you've got other guys that can really step up. To wit, a couple of years ago when the Grizzlies played against the Minnesota Timberwolves, they did an unbelievable job on Ja to the point where we're having the discussion, is he hurt?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's wrong with him?
Yeah.
It's like, no. They're just saying you don't get to play like you want to play anymore. And Desmond Bane went crazy. And Brandon Clark went crazy. And it's like, that's what has to happen. You have to have, when I'm going to dedicate my defense to saying, all right, you don't get to do this anymore. If these other guys kill me, these other guys kill me. Grizzlies, amazing job last year on LeBron James. AD for, in large part, in many cases, a good enough job.
Yeah.
Rui Hachimura destroyed him, and Austin Reeves destroyed him.
And then
D'Angelo Russell hit the two threes in a critical game. And it's like those other guys, and you think back 3 years ago, Grizzlies in the playoffs, unbelievable series against the Warriors. You go back and look, and if I think about that series, they were done in by Kevon Looney and Andrew Wiggins. That's who did them in. And mainly Looney.
Yeah.
Just murdered him.
Will Chamberlain as hell, because Steve-O got hurt.
Murdered him.
Yeah.
Killed him.
Got every ball.
Kick out to Steph. Bang.
Like 18 rebound games and stuff. I mean, he was just killing them. Yeah. And it's like, who are your other guys? And it's like, look, you're not going to get that Jaden McDaniels all the time.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that Mike Conley all the time. But for one night, when it's like, okay, now here is a totally different way of having to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because Anthony Edwards is not, he's not involved.
Yeah.
He's really not involved.
You could tell he was starting to figure it out. He had 8 assists. He was
it went from, though, like, alpha, best guy on the team, give me the ball, to I'm just part of this.
Mm-hmm. I think, because it did happen. It's a 2. It's like 2 for. What did he finish? 2
he was
10?
He was 3 of 12.
And Cat didn't even do anything.
Yeah, he was out there hacking, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I have to look at them differently when I see that. It's like, bro, if your 2 best offensive players are dog water, and the rest of those guys are the ones that mash your face in.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got some problems.
Yeah.
I think if you're Phoenix, you still have to do that. You can't let Edwards.
Of course you do.
No.
And you just make McDaniels and Mike Conley, make them prove that they can do it for 7 games.
Because play the clip. If you let Ant do it, play the clip I sent y'all. If y'all let Ant do it, the one he got the ball, or you let him do it, you see the dude in the crowd, cook his,
Right. It's one of those, and this is a terrible shot.
It's a terrible shot, but he can make that.
But like he'll get to it.
Ant can do that.
He'll get to it.
Huge shot, too.
Yeah,
I mean, just because the crowd exploded. They love when stuff like that happens, right? Man. It's one of those. But they did an unbelievable job on Anthony Edwards, slowing him down, and they still got punked. I'll tell you this. You know I can't stand Towns. I can't stand Gobert.
Yeah, it's hard for me, too.
But I love Edwards. I like Naz Reid like you. I love Kyle Anderson, who's been out with the hip pointer. I love Nall because I was high on him coming into that draft, and he's just been bounced around everywhere. Yeah. But he was even on my draft list of guys that will not suck. And somebody from Minnesota even tweeted me last night. They said the minute we got him, I was so excited because I remembered him from that draft article you wrote. And I was like, I told you he wouldn't suck. And he is good.
He's found his place, bro, in Minnesota.
He's found his place there. And then Bro, I love Mike Conley so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Chris Vernon Show, presented by Caesars Sportsbook, live weekdays at noon